So this is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Yo, this is Tony Terry, and you're watching Dope Living TV.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver, and whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
What's up? We watching Dope Living TV. What you watching?
Yo, welcome to Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. You see. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Yeah. Check us out. Come and see.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let's start by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates, bro.
What's going on, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Everything's good. For a Thursday. Man, today we got the CEO, Rachel. She comes on today. Give us some of them CEO nuggets. We can eat a little bit, eat a little brain food today. You do. And Gina's going to come on too. Not that she doesn't always come on, but she'll be here. She brought up something interesting today, and we had touched on it yesterday about, dealing with Black history. A lot of things that would not be here or going on today if it wasn't for Black people. You know what I mean? We're doing a lot of stuff. I mean, you're making history yourself, doing what you're doing, man. Okay? I mean, what's up, Mo?
What's happening, fam?
Good. Let me ask you again, Steve. We ain't gonna keep on bugging you with this, but if you were to look at where you're at now, I mean, would you ever have thought you would be in the position that you're in right now?
I knew all my life I was here. I was for something here greater than just nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I always knew, and God always told me that, and He let me know, you bigger than nothing. So you are here for something, and that's what I'm here for: to educate and advocate and help people with epilepsy and dealing with disability.
Yeah. And Rachel says greetings, inductees. She'll be on a little later. Well, that's okay. What's up, Gina?
What's up?
Hey, sis.
Hey.
But you know what? It's not easy. All of us are entrepreneurs right here. And it's not an easy task, okay? But for Black history, and Gina brought up a good point, but we had started talking about this yesterday, but we didn't go into depth with it, okay? About how things were, a lot of stuff would not be where it's at today if it hadn't been for Blacks inventing, Blacks spearheading, Blacks doing the things that they do to get us to this point, So, Gina, I'm gonna let you take over. Good.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about what would life be like if we didn't have certain things. And we know African Americans invented a lot of things, but I think it's some things out here that people didn't know that were in the making because, the powers to be didn't want to take away the money bag. So that's really what I wanted to talk about, some of those things. And we're going to talk about what would life be without, or if this hadn't happened. For instance, I don't know if anybody know who Raymond Rife is, but he invented a machine that was able to destroy cancer cells without hurting the healthy ones. And that's what happens when you have chemo. The chemo kills all the cells, the good ones and the bad ones. But this machine he invented only killed the bad cells. And guess what? He ended up being poisoned. And his machine never made it out here for us to use. Can you imagine what life would be like if we had a machine like that?
Life.
We probably would still have a lot of family members, loved ones, people we know. They would probably still be here.
I would have loved to have been able to have that machine because my whole family would have appreciated it.
What you think, Mo? How you think your life would have been different?
Oh, I got a brother that's not here because of cancer, and he's still been here.
And I'd have still had my mama.
Now look,
And guess what? Your life wouldn't look the same. If your mama was here, your life wouldn't look the same. If your brother was here, your life wouldn't be the same.
Nope. I know that.
Let's move on, because Gina put a lot of stuff on there when she was sending me this text. Okay. And one of these I truly feel, a lot of people may not feel me on this one, okay? Y'all, look, we have a void right now, and I don't care what nobody say. The greatest R&B songwriter was R. Kelly. I don't care what nobody say, okay? Y'all want to say whatever, okay? But what if Gina brought up a point? What if he didn't do allegedly? Well, not allegedly. What if he didn't marry Aaliyah? What if he wasn't accused of all of this stuff? Man, right now we got a void in R&B music. Okay, we got a void.
Music would definitely be different.
Man, come on. And you know he would have kept creating. And
you got Prince too. You know, you got Prince that wrote a lot of music too. Prince,
but you know what? We'll still have some more. We'll have way more stepping songs than we have now.
We don't have really artists that would have came under him and like boom, boom. Because there
hasn't been an artist since. There hasn't been an artist.
Right. I mean, what he did, he did. But the R himself, for what he did musically, I mean, come on.
I tell you somebody who can hold a nice little light to him is D'Angelo.
And he's gone too. He's gone. But I'm gonna tell you, I got a chance to sit down, hang out, play ball, all of that stuff with this guy. You never would have thought, well, until we went to McDonald's, but I ain't gonna get into that story. But you never would have thought.
Hanging around by the playground. Come on, let's go.
We bought all the Happy Meals.
Man, this guy was focused on his music, okay? You never know what goes on behind the scenes of anybody's life, okay? But this guy was so focused on his music, and it showed. It showed in his music. You know, his music was so different, okay? And it was just like, you know, he didn't graduate high school, so he couldn't read very well. But you could tell in his music that he was from the hood, he was from the streets. When a woman's fed up, he just told stories, okay? And there would have been a Trapped in the Closet 2022 if he was still here.
So did y'all look at that whole look at that whole series that he had when he was telling all those stories?
I saw it.
What did he say? Sitting in the car, looking out the window, thinking, damn to myself. Didn't tell you that he was sitting across from Whitney Young High School.
Oh, stop it.
Stop it.
I love art, but I tell jokes. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, but even with that, how you think it would be if Aaliyah was still here? You think Beyonce would still be up there where she at?
I don't know. I mean, because Aaliyah she was hot. She was the.
No, Beyonce would not be the Beyonce that she is. She would have still been up there, but she would not have been the Beyonce that she is. Look, Aaliyah had Missy, Timbaland, everybody writing for her, but she was a great singer. She was a great actress.
She was a great singer.
She was all
actress
the way around.
and entertainer.
Talent-wise, Beyonce couldn't, I mean, I ain't being funny, my opinion. Beyonce couldn't hold the string to her talent-wise, all-around talent.
Oh, no. That's why I say, I don't know if she would be as popular as she is now if Aaliyah was still here.
Aaliyah's life
a lot of the generations don't know who Aaliyah was. Think about it when she died. And think about the time now. And it's a whole other generation that jumped up. They done heard the music, but they haven't heard it, you know, the way she put it out.
I want to go back to something Greg said earlier, and we have to be keen to this because we all hear our parents. R. Kelly couldn't read good, didn't graduate, but yet very, very talented man. And I hate to say it, and I tried to get in right when you said that. That sounds like the NBA and the NFL.
But unfortunately, a good part of that's true. I mean you got
very talented, but I mean
Earl Campbell, you know, they just passed him along. He went to college.
How many of them today
couldn't sign his name?
And can't
get the NFL contract.
Hey. So
check this out, y'all. Check this out. How do you think the world would be different if Stevie Wonder could see?
You can't see. I heard that story about him driving that car. They tell me that man can't see. That man told him, "Hey, you get in. I'm driving."
He's talking about Stevie Wonder can't see.
Hey. Stevie to Stevie, he can see something.
I don't know.
Well, you know what?
I think Stevie was going Stevie. You know, he probably wouldn't. Of course, I think he'd probably got around a little bit. I think it'd probably be a lot of more little wonders around. A lot more kids.
Stevie would have played. He would have played that blind role to the bed. He would have played it. I'm telling you.
Stevie would have been on women a lot more. I think him and Bill Cosby probably would have been better friends because he'd have been on them women. If he could have seen them, And did y'all see how his braids? Y'all remember back in the day when somebody had a tail? Why his braids is a tail now?
Stop it.
Just a tail.
Leave Stevie alone.
You better stop.
Stop it. You got to remember he's 20, 30 years older than us.
Right. And he a legend.
Hey, Lewis said the girl has the #1 Polishes in Texas. Go ahead, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, before we go on, Gina, everybody, let's take a quick little break. And let's get Bobby in here.
Bobby.
Oh, no, you can't do that. That's wrong.
No. What?
No, you got to say Bobby.
Bobby.
You got to get it right. If Bobby got one of them names, you just got to get it right.
Bobby, I don't do you like that. I just say my bestie, Bobby. I don't do you what they do you.
Bobby loves it. Bobby
That's
loves
love.
it.
That's love.
Bobby.
Think about it, Steven. Bobby has a permanent spot on the show, even though she don't show up on here.
Right.
Visually, she got a permanent spot on the show.
Right.
She is here.
Shout out to my brother Lewis Blacknell, man. That guy graduated.
Hey, Lewis.
My guy. Hey, Angie, how you doing? Yeah, Gina,
hey.
that was good. Bring a couple of more before we get Rachel on.
I just want to know how you think the world would be if Andrew Johnson hadn't rescinded the 4 acres and a mule. How you think life would be? What would the world be like?
If he'd done what he's
40 acres and a mule.
40 acres and a mule.
But I'll take the 40 acres.
Yeah, I do. I even take the mule. I
don't know what to do with that mule because I'm not going out milking nothing. Listen, milking nothing.
I'm gonna ride.
Feeding it, going in, getting up at 4 in the morning, take it out to the pasture.
It's a time for everything, but you know, a lot of us don't know what to do with $40 and a Cadillac.
I'm trying to tell you, Mo.
40 acres and a mule. So,
I honestly think, Mo, we would be worse off.
You think so?
You give some uneducated people some money.
Lewis said they still waiting on his. I feel you, Lewis.
I mean, it's a lot of us that would, but I think it had to be some education behind all that. I mean, how to keep it up, you know, how to make generational wealth. It's a whole bunch of things that had to go.
And I already see a hotel.
I think it would have been more generational.
A bed and breakfast on mine.
Yeah,
I think it would have been more generational wealth probably taught with the 40 acres and a mule, because it would have transcended into more knowledge. Because then what we lost would have been at our own hands.
But as Mo said, man, we have to have been taught. You can't just throw 40 acres and a mule at somebody, okay? Because it's gone. Cigarettes are going to be that's going to be sold out. You know, liquor stores are going to be bought out.
What James Chappelle said, Cadillac stock go up to like $1 million a share.
We need to understand money is not that 40 acres, okay?
Well,
the knowledge is the 40 acres.
Exactly.
But think about this,
how many of us
the
would have
opportunity.
How many of us?
Think about the time, though. Think about the time. Back then, we had the stronger families. We had the stronger relationships in neighborhoods where everybody helped each other. We were all a village. So I think it would have prospered. I was joking when I said, think
about this.
I think it would have, because back then people were teaching their children how to use their hands. and how to make money by using their hands and continue to,
you
know, grow and multiply what they have. So I think that we might have been the leading race by now.
I mean, think about what if we had a city where everybody took their 40 acres and put it together and made one big city. You know, you take care of it because you got to share that city.
Right.
Yeah, they did something like that in
you wouldn't want no stupid stuff cracking off in your city.
Yeah, they did something like that in Georgia.
Friendship, Georgia. I know exactly what they said. Yeah.
Hey, but you know what though? You know what though? We did get our 20 acres because we are National Black Radio Hall of Fame.
All right.
With my 20 acres, I won't.
We got 20 acres verbally. All right, so we're here. Okay, National Black Radio Hall of Fame. Rachel, you don't have to come at us when you come on. Okay, we got it up here right now. All right.
She gonna make you put it back up anyway. So leave it in the corner.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm gonna
leave it in the corner.
Leave it in the corner, right by you.
I got one more, and I just got one more, and this just came up in my head because I was like, you know, life would be different if you think about just one little change in your life would be different. Like my granddaughter and I were talking about when her dad graduated from high school and he moved to Atlanta. He was down there for 2 or 3 years, and then he came back to Gary. And she was like, what if my dad had never came back to Gary? It wouldn't be. She wouldn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
She would.
My grandkids. I wouldn't have the same grandkids.
Yeah, she would exist. It just wouldn't be the same person having kids. It's kind of like
she would not.
She said it right. She wouldn't exist. It'd be another one. But she telling you she wouldn't exist.
She wouldn't exist.
Georgian, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, just that one little thing. And so the last one I got. Think about how life would be if Thomas Ogle, I don't know if you guys know who Thomas Ogle is, but he had a blueprint for a car that could run on vapors instead of gas.
Yeah,
and the car could go 100 miles on a gallon.
Well,
guess what?
2 of them.
He was unalive too.
Yeah.
And his blueprints, the government went in and confiscated those blueprints, and we never ever seen them again.
Never seen them.
Think about if we had vehicles like that, man. I would never be at home.
I'd
be gone. I'd be driving to Canada. I'd be driving to Hawaii
and holding vapors. And man, look. But you know what? One good thing. Go ahead, Mom.
No, they have 2 black inventors.
There was another one. Yep.
There was another one.
His was water too. Yeah,
it was water, but it was broke down. What they did was use the hydrogen in water.
Hydrogen, yep.
Okay, yeah.
And
ran the car off of hydrogen. There is a version of that being tested now.
Yeah. But think about, they were back, in the 50s?
Yeah.
Think about if that invention had ever came out.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a couple right now that's got a super battery that they sold to the Chinese, and that's why the Chinese batteries are way more superior than ours.
They're kicking butt.
Hey,
they don't care. They don't care if it comes over here. They got plenty of people over there that's going.
Well, they got plenty of people in other parts of the world that's buying their product.
Yeah,
I mean, my whole thing is. The reason why Ford and General Motors both shut their battery program down for cars is because of that.
Hey, but you know what? The Chrysler 300 was not invented, but designed by black dudes. That new style 300.
The 300
designed by 2 black guys.
They tried to replicate it like the Bentley.
Every church woman had to have. They ain't want no Cadillac.
I can believe that.
Every church woman wanted a 300. You can't.
They tried to make it look like it. And you know what? Far away, it did look like a Bentley.
It did. I thought it was. What's up, Mark?
If you didn't know if you ain't never seen a Bentley.
Yeah, I get ready to say a Bentley. No. I done seen a Bentley.
No, I'm not. I'm saying with the design in the back.
It's
got the design in the back.
It's got a silhouette of a small Bentley. Okay?
Right. It's a high income, low income luxury car.
High income.
Gina, here's an opinion on your comment. The world would collapse. Money money-driven evil men run the world. Evil men would run the world.
Yeah, they would find a way. They would find a way to jack up the prices so that we have to still pay out the pocket for it. I mean, even if it did run for 100 miles, we probably gonna pay $1,000 for it.
Well, think about this, sis. We've got free energy that shines on us every day, and they done found a way to keep us from tapping into it. Yeah. Think about that. And then
they don't even like the windmills.
Well, yeah, they don't like the windmills. They don't like solar. And, the thing about it is, if this hydrogen thing kicks off, that is even way bigger. Imagine this.
But you know
BP gets replaced, and you have a solar charged electrolysis, what does the separation of the hydrogen, the H2O, separates the hydrogen from, the water. And so what happens is you have that being controlled by solar, and you have it being stored there in a tank at the spot where cars can go get it. All that's free. That's too much like right, man. They can't charge you.
Lewis said he had a 300 and he had it for 20 years. That baby's still running good.
Oh, not 20 years.
Not 20
I got
years.
a what if.
That long.
I got a what if, Gina.
Go ahead. Let's see it.
What if Hammond really got the Bears stadium?
I'll be over there watching the Bears, and I'm not even a Bears fan.
Hey, I'll find a way to give me season tickets.
I'm not even a Bears fan.
Just
they won't bring my team here. New England will never be here.
Already, the ticket prices are going up for next season. Y'all know that, right?
Right. Well, that right there tells me somebody's stoking the fire.
So. Well, they already said, it was on the news. They said that the ticket prices are going up. Well, I mean, he had a fantastic year. All right. So the ticket prices are going up, and if that stadium comes, it's going to create.
It's not an if, it is.
They've
already got it.
No. And they're leaving Illinois time to see what Illinois does.
Well, no,
but they
see what I heard before I came on here. I was listening to the news. JB Pritzker came on. He said, "Well, I don't know what happened because just yesterday they had a conversation with him. It was a very good conversation with them." But now they said they've switched it, and they said that area would be great. It has a Chicago skyline. It's going to create jobs for a lot of people.
Did you, man? If you have not seen the blueprint, it is beautiful. I was like very impressed. I was like, that's nice. If they get it in Hammond, that's really nice. They're building that stadium right over Wolf Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And it's huge, and you're gonna be right there on the Wolf Lake is nice anyway. I like going over there. But it's going to be really nice.
Snow hit in the wintertime while they're playing the game.
It's going to be domed.
It's no different than Chicago.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm just saying. You walk out the parking lot. You walk back out to that after you get out of that dome. You may have had warm and heat and all that.
I'm gonna tell you,
come back out, just 4 foot of snow over your car.
It's not even a snow mo. I have been to 2 concerts over there. They used to do live concerts over there at Wolf Lake. I saw a couple of people, Ja Rule over there and a couple of other ones, and they were free. But I'm telling you, each concert I went to, the rain poured down so hard, the streets flooded in less than 10 minutes.
Damn.
So that's the problem I see.
We're gonna have to do something about that.
That rain ain't no joke over there.
As you said, he thinks it will still be a benefit us. And Terrell Roper told you, hey, Gina.
It will. It will. Hey there, Terrell. It will benefit us. And that's why I'm happy that it's in Indiana, whether it was, Hammond or Gary, even Portage had through theirs in there.
It brings jobs.
But just the fact that they're coming to Indiana, I'm excited about
it.
Well, the thing that they started doing here in Tennessee, when they build a new building, they have to build a 10,000-gallon tank under it. So if it rains hard, like, you're talking about flood problems, they have a runoff into a tank below or in front of the property that they built, like these big skyscrapers and things, just in case. And then they drain it off during the summertime.
Yeah, I hope they handle that because that rain is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say something real quick, man. And I was out and last week sometime, and I got this drink, right? It's called Lemon Perfect. And when Gina called me earlier. I was actually on the phone with them. This drink right here, I'm not going to give them a whole presentation, okay? But it's called Lemon Perfect. It's organic lemon water with other fruits, juice. That it's no sugar. It's actually pretty good, all right? But that's all I'm going to say about it. Had a conversation with them today. That's all I'm going to say about it, okay? But
well, what they need to do is evaluate it by diabetics.
I was wondering what you was playing
always keep
with.
your options open. When you're marketing, keep your options open, okay? As long as they do what you're asking them to do, because they're watching now. As long as they do what you're asking them to do, fine. Yeah, and Lemon Perfect, yeah, you see these 4 people, everybody has something that they're doing outside of this, okay? So understand, when we talked, I told you about all of this, okay? And this is the one I was talking about here extensively with the award show. So, and this guy's a comedian, and this guy's a producer. I can't even, my fingers ain't even crooked like that. This guy's a producer. So, you know, that's y'all come on. Look, we winning. This team winning. I told you, Lemon Perfect. I said, you got everything. Let's go. All right. Angie said, yes, Indiana, period. Yes, it will. Okay.
Period.
Angie also says diabetics for sure.
Yeah.
Diabetics better watch what they intake, and that's on them. They need to know what they should and should
not.
I
mean, if you could say that you can drink this drink and you're diabetic, that's another selling point to me.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, all I know is we ain't gonna talk about this drink too
Safe
much more.
For diabetics.
I told him, I said I'm gonna mention it, hold it up, and that's it. You know, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. Y'all know how.
Well, tell them they can use me as a guinea pig on a diabetic thing.
I'm not telling them nothing else.
I keep checking my blood sugar every.
Look, I'm mean with this. I ain't telling them nothing else.
Things.
I've already told them everything that they need to know. They got all the facts. They got the figures. They know what's up, and that's that. Okay, marketing 101. Okay, you give them just enough so you can whet their appetite, and then they can go and do the research themselves. All right. If they love it, cool. Come back to the table. If they don't love it, cool. There's 1,000 more like you out there. All right. That too, Gina. That's what I was saying.
Did you get that download?
Yeah.
Did you get that download, Greg?
What download was that? Oh, yours.
Yeah, to put up.
I didn't, dude.
It's all right.
What is it? It's a flyer.
For the flyer, the download for the flyer for the event.
Put it in the chat. I'll upload it.
Yeah, do it. I forgot, dude.
It's in the chat, Gina.
I was on the phone for like 3 hours. Gina called me. Me and her was just texting because I told her I couldn't get there. But this team, y'all, this team winning. Okay, what up, Chris? Shout out to Chris too. And Rachel Gary, she's in the background right now. She had a question. Question of the week. Okay, what boundaries are you setting to take back your peace? What are we doing to make sure that nothing else is in the way so that we can become peaceful? Now, when I wrote the book, Peace and Power, my thing was, in order to continuously get that peace and power, I had to get outside of myself and find out what everything around me was, and then find out who I am. All right. What boundaries? It wasn't too many boundaries. And maybe Rachel will explain that. But for me, it's knowing myself, knowing who I am before I lose myself.
Before you lose yourself. Now that's interesting to hear. Because most people don't feel like they lose themselves.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what it is, okay? But my whole thing is you have to balance your life, balance all of that stuff. That's how I learned. I didn't know how to do it at first, but that's how I learned. Everybody say what's up, man. To the CEO.
What's up?
National Radio Hall of Fame inductees. How we doing?
It's in the corner.
What's going on, sis?
It's in the corner, so you ain't gotta browbeat me about it. It's in the corner over there.
He didn't want you. He got ahead of you this time.
Yeah, so we good on
that. That's a good thing.
We good on that. What's up, Rachel?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, now.
It's a beautiful.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute.
I don't know, Jimmy. I don't know what's going on. I know you called me. I gotta call you back to find out what was going on.
She said I gotta call you back. We all here together. She said, I got to call you back.
I'm going to call you boy. Gina.
Rachel, before we get into that conversation, let me ask you, we had a conversation before you came on about what would you do if certain things in life happen? What would you do if certain things in your life didn't happen to get to this point that you are at right now?
Well, I said that's a really good question. I'm gonna do an H.G. Wells moment. I would have to go back in time first to figure it out. But I said, for me, I take everything that happened in my life it blessed me to be able to have the life I have today. So that's really difficult for me to say. If those things didn't happen, I probably would be on another path, moving closer to my purpose. That's how I probably see that.
Now, I got an answer from an audience member, a dear friend of mine, Tasha Daly, to your question of the week. What boundaries are you setting to take back your peace? Okay.
What you got for Tasha?
Tasha says, where am I at here? Talk. I'm supposed to be better than this.
Yeah, you
Stop
slacking. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dang. Gina, I just lost my thought. Anyway, she says, I disengage and I make myself a priority to protect my peace. Disengage.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I know that's right.
Go ahead and talk about it, Rachel.
So the reason for the question is a lot of times we don't really realize that when we are not at peace, it's because we have allowed someone or something to overstep our boundaries. And a lot of times we don't set the clear boundaries with ourselves that, okay, I'm going to use, for instance, my time every day between 1 and 2 is my meditation time. It's the point in time where I reset. When I allow people to overstep that boundary of 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I don't feel at peace. I don't feel that. And I said, for me, that's my reset, because I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. So about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I've had a full day. So that's my point of reset, to remind me, okay, to get back on track for what's next in the bottom half of my day. And so a lot of times when those boundaries, when we're not setting those boundaries accurately, we lose our peace. We lose as something very similar to what Greg said about losing ourselves. Because for me, that's my reset. And it goes to when someone is borrowing from you. I remember when Mo used to have people borrow from him all the time. And if you don't set the boundary that I'm not First National, then people are going to continue on, which messes with your peace. I had a conversation with a friend earlier who hasn't set clear boundaries with their kids. If you don't set clear boundaries, everyone is going to continue to step over those boundaries, which ends up being what? Messing with your peace.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have control. That's that you've lost control. You need to have control of your own life.
Absolutely.
There's plenty of times I picked up the phone and somebody said, "Hey, can you?" And I said, "No, I can't do it. Nope, I'm busy. Nope, 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 not today."
And what happens to your peace, though, Jenna? You get the things done.
I'm at peace.
See?
I'm at peace.
But the second think about the second that you say yes to something that you really don't have time for, you're rushing through whatever you need to help someone else with, as well as trying to get everything you're trying to get done for yourself, and which disrupts your peace, disrupts your rhythm, your time. As opposed to setting a clear boundary with yourself. The boundary isn't with anyone else. The boundaries are with you.
And you know what, too, for men, and I wrote this in the book as well, you got to check your emotional engine, okay? You got to see who you are and know who you are. For instance, if your car breaks down, what's the first thing we do when we're on the highway and the car breaks down? We check under the hood.
Right.
So we have to check our emotional oil as well. You know what I'm saying? Am I well? Am I tired? Or am I just uninspired? You know what I'm saying? Am I angry, or am I just unheard? Am I working hard, or am I running from something? Angie says learning to say no sometimes give her peace. And not drowning herself with other people's problems and focusing more on herself.
Absolutely, Angie. Love that.
Balance.
Love that.
We have to make sure.
Very what you said, Greg. It's about that having that balance. The balance in your life and determining what is it that what does peace look like to you? Because peace looks different to everybody. Sometimes I know people who are living in a storm of things in their lives, and to me that is chaos. But for them, that's their peace. Everyone's peace is different. And once you realize what your peace is, you can set clear boundaries of what is non-negotiable for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing that I found out too is we try to be like the Joneses. You know, that's an old term, okay? But we try to define our success on others' success. You know, we can't do that. We got to make our own success. We don't worry about what Ray did and how he got successful. Do it on our terms. You know, that will create the peace. That will create the balance. All right, do it on our terms. We don't, and so that way we're not chasing something that's probably unattainable. All right, nothing's really unattainable, but the way that someone else probably did it is unattainable to me because I'm trying to be like that and I can't do it like them. So now I'm defeating myself. I'm not going to do that. You know, we got to protect our peace. We have to understand where we want to be on our terms.
Absolutely. I mean, and all honesty, you can't judge your life through someone else's lens or vice versa. And everyone has their life is having a different experience. And success looks different to everyone. And the reps that a person put in for the reason why they're winning in a certain area is their reps. Put in some reps in your area. I just had a conversation with a mentee about people's niches and about how a lot of people don't want to niche down because they feel they can do everything. But this is an old saying. There's riches in the niches.
Just keep the B out of it.
You're like, hold on. Hold on.
Riches in them,
Hey, there's some pimps out there that won't believe you what you just said.
Green is for the money and gold is for the honey.
We were just talking about him today. Steve. Because I have a friend that was part of his what do they call it? The stable, the flock, or whatever they call it?
Yeah, the stable.
Tabernacle.
Yeah, so I have a good friend that was part of his stable, and we were having a conversation about that. And I was just saying that to each his own.
So she was part of the flock.
I think that, she was part of the flock. Hey, love my friend still. I'll say that way. Everyone has their different walks of life. As they're walking their walk in life. And that's why, I mean, for some people, success was doing that. People feel successful when they get in videos. When they're on a music video, they feel successful. For me, that's not success. So just because I saw you on a music video doesn't mean I want to be on a music video.
Right.
And it's really just you equaling out what is it you want to do. Like Steve right now, I know Steve feels extremely successful because he moving along his journey.
I'm moving along, folks.
Post all set up for the flyer. I'm gonna put the post out there with Steve talking about his epilepsy enlightenment with his poster. There it is. Love, laugh, love, live for life. Steve, I saw somebody doing some CPR, and I said Steve need to be in there giving his talk about epilepsy. So I said I'm gonna send you stuff.
All right, I'm looking forward to it, Coach.
Yeah, because I was thinking about you the other day. I saw somebody doing CPR. I said, no, Steve need to be in schools doing this, teaching, because there's too many kids out there who are in situations and adults around them don't know how to help them.
Exactly. Hey, Bobby says, I learned to stay connected with the God who created a good plan for me. He works all things together for my good. That's what I'm talking about.
Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby.
Everybody's saying it.
Bobby. But yeah, so Rachel, in essence, what is the answer to that question in your opinion? The overall answer for the question.
The overall answer to the question is really making sure that you set the boundaries for your peace. It's about you figuring out what in your life is keeping you from moving forward in the journey that you want to be on. If you are looking to grow in any shape, form, or fashion, and there are things that are stopping you, those are boundaries that you need to set within you so they can stop stopping your peace. And so you can move forward in your journey. We don't, ain't no stopping you. Only person stopping you is you.
Only person stopping you is you.
You know,
there's nothing outside of you. Everything is internal. And when we start thinking externally of us, we're giving over power to something or somebody else. That's why we got to set those clear boundaries with ourselves. So when people come to us, like how Gina says no, she says no automatically because she weighs, is this going to mess with what I'm doing already? Is this going to stop my progress? To say yes to this thing, this person, this place they want me to go. And when you're thinking of it from that standpoint, a lot of people say that's man, you're selfish. There's a self in selfish. And the self is me. So if the self is me, I don't mind being self-absorbed in that way. When I'm concerned about myself first. Because I love everything in the overflow of me. And that's what we need to understand as far as boundaries. You have to love in the overflow of you. So which means you have to fill you up with love so you can give to other people.
We got to check ourselves. We got to check ourselves. You know, every morning when I get up and I ask myself, what do I need today? Peace? Or do I need power? And if I need peace, I tell myself, just slow down. If I need power, I say lock in. You know what I'm saying? That's why I create the balance. And the balance to me means knowing which one to tap into at what time. You know? So I have to make sure that I stay balanced that way. I do it every morning. Which one do I want, power, or do I want peace? Today I wanted power because I knew I had a situation that I had to take care of. Okay, it was on the phone for 3 hours. All right, and I never, if Gina calls me, I answer the phone. Okay, I didn't answer the phone today. Okay, so I chose power today, which led to the peace. So you know, it's to me, and I'm using that as my keyword today, balance. You know, I had to balance which one to tap into, and knowing which one to tap into at what time.
So I mean, with that being said, who else on the pedal? What is it that it has? What boundaries have you guys set to keep your peace? Because I know we all have set them.
I have to keep my peace. I have stopped accepting so many different, things. You know, it gets to the point where they know you can help them, and you can help them. But if your time has been consumed by all of those things where you're helping folks, like Angie just said, balance is a good thing. If you can and keep your peace, then help. But if you can't and keep your peace, I'll check you at a little later time. I can't do it now. And that's what I have to do myself. I can't do it now. We'll talk about it later.
That's what I know Steve got one.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, every day I wake up, I just make it intentional and to know how much I can take that day. And to put the effort I used to put into helping other people into helping what I do. Because when I help myself, I help other people. And I had to realize
absolutely
that. And just to keep that peace and then too, I had to get outside of my box. I had to just cut certain people and certain things off. And then the circle and the network of people that I deal with is very small, yet, but reaches very far.
Yeah,
that's a really good point.
That was a really good point right there, Steve. That a lot of people think that you need to network with a wide net of people. When if you network with the right small group of people, you'll reach you'll reach more of the masses. To me, I had a conversation this week, guys, in a meeting about my new team members, and one of the team members was saying, "Well, you need to do this for the party flyer," and I said, "Hold on, I'm not having a party. It is a gallery." And I said, I want to make sure we're clear. Because I mean, this goes to when you're a CEO, you got to get clear. And as a clear CEO, I wanted to make sure my team understood with clarity what my mission is. And when they were like, "Oh, we're gonna put champagne and bottles up," whoa. Let's reel this back in. This is a gala, and the gala is about the movement
gala, all right.
And legacy. Peace and legacy building. There will be people in the room who are talking about financial legacy, who are talking about trust, who are talking about spiritual peace, who are talking about health awareness. I said, we're talking about actually building what freedom really looks like. So I said, I'm not having a party. I'm having an informational download where we were talking about at the end of the year, how you start off your new year with the information to get that new year jump started. So we are giving GPS in that meeting. So I want to make sure that we understand that this is a collaboration of growth, not a collaboration of just fun. Are we going to be having fun? Yes. But is it all fun? No. Do not sell tickets telling individuals that we're having a party.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. And they got
some of them tickets got sold as party tickets, don't you?
Party. VIP party tickets too, Mo.
You know some of those ticket guys are, we got this party going on. Everybody gonna be there. Come check it out. You know, they're gonna have a little drinks and
but that's where you reel it in, and because you stay intentional with it, okay? And, you know, regardless of what other people think, when they get there, they'll get the true meaning of what's going on.
Yeah, but it goes this way, Greg. It goes to my peace. The whole point of the gala is to help people elevate. If people are not in the room to elevate, that's going to be a disruption to the people that are.
The people actually know what's going on. But back to what Steve was saying, the smaller groups, it also helps with focus. I mean, so you don't have your attention. Like we used to practice this thing where we focus on what you're doing, and what we called it was a bullseye. So, you know, you have a bullseye, and instead of taking a Tommy gun to it and spraying all over the place, you focus for that bullseye. And you want to take your shot, that one, maybe two shots to get to your goal, and focus on focusing on that smaller group helps you get to the network on a bigger group.
Absolutely.
And what I realized too, what I started doing, because I'm building an awesome team when it comes to epilepsy enlightenment with you guys and a couple more people. I have a business meeting every morning for about 2 to 4 hours. Sometimes it can go to 4 hours, just depends on the business. But an average of 2 to 2.5 hours. And it's great because usually by noon, we've already got everything done. And I mean, they work with me because they know I don't work on the computer a lot. So it's awesome. And we every morning it's on it like clockwork.
But bro, Steve, I'm telling you, the 2 to 4 hours that you're doing is a lot more than a lot of people that run major corporations do every day. So I mean, think about what you're doing, and I know major corporations don't have one meeting a week, more or less a 2-hour meeting a day. So I mean, I know major corporations. I've worked for corporations that didn't have that kind of meetings, you know, and I've worked for some that had 2 meetings. But that helps you tighten up your ship, and like you said, like I was talking about, be focused and have a purpose of what, and let them know you're serious about your purpose. It lets you know that you want them focused. Your team knows that you want them to be focused on what you're trying to, get done.
Yeah.
And something Greg always told me: stay consistent. Everybody up here on the panel then told me, stay consistent. And that's what I'm trying to make sure I stay every morning and make it intentional.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, and definitely when we're like, we're talk about the focus, I am a firm believer in that you can, when you are laser focused on a target, it is a lot easier to hit, as opposed to, because I say it all the time, scattered thoughts don't hit targets.
No.
If you're looking to win in anything that you're trying to do, the repetition, that's the consistency. The repetition in that particular field is what gives you the win.
Yeah.
So that's that consistency in one manner gets you the win.
Ooh, I just got fed, y'all. Y'all don't understand how I just got fed.
We always get fed on Thursdays.
Nuggets, baby, nuggets.
I mean,
that was
at the end of the day, guys. That we need to just
sour sauce with that one. Yes, some sweet and sour sauce.
That was a word, Rachel.
From the sky.
That was a word, man, because you know, oh geez, I'm full. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I gotta get a sound right.
Rachel,
I gotta give me a sound bite that just says nuggets. Nuggets.
It's always, you know, and if we don't get anything from, if you guys don't get anything from Rachel when she comes on, something wrong. Okay, Deron Smith says this is powerful. Thank each of you. Thank you, Deron, for saying that, man. Okay. Deron set up the man. Deron look like he powerful too, man. He got his hand on the chin. That's that business.
Deron, and I will be doing. He will be on my show, my Wake Up CEO show on the last Friday of the month, which is this Friday coming up. So this Wednesday coming up, and every fourth or first Wednesday, of the month, he will be my co-host. We're going to be bringing some powerful messages about truly building a legacy through our children and the way in which to do that. Starting the foundation with them by being the people that we need to be to be the example that they see.
Yeah, Deron, come on the show, man, and spread some of that, bro. Come on the show and spread some of that for real.
You come on with Rachel one Thursday.
Get him here.
He's an international. He has won the International Authors Award. He is also a multiple recipient of a presidential awards. So very powerful information. Very very powerful individual who has definitely. We have had great conversations about how to prepare the next generation for growth and the different avenues in which we can do starting today.
Yeah, we need him on here so we can win.
Out there, to do in the comments, I want you to commit to come on DopelivenTV live and talk about it. Okay, just say, yeah, I'm coming through. We good, all right? Angie said,
he ain't gonna have no problem with that. That's a Deron thing.
Tell him, come on. I want Deron to say it, okay? I want Deron to get his hand off his chin and come on through. Make that conversation happen. We love to hear about people, especially our people who are doing great, okay? And, you know, if you hooked up with Rachel, I'm not worried about you, bro. He said, amen. I truly look forward to sharing a space with your awesome men and women. Well, there it goes right there. That's a commitment right there.
All right, we want
Rachel, set that up for us, would you? Deron said he loves our spirit.
Deron has, as I said, I appreciate what he's doing already.
Cool.
Awesome.
It's all about network, man, and growing and building and teaching, okay? And that's what you guys do. That's what everybody on this panel does. They teach. All right, we laugh and joke. We teach and laugh and joke with a smile. Okay, Rachel, it's time for that exercise.
Already, man. See, like this show getting short by a minute, y'all.
I know. We got daylight saving time on your segment.
Guys, I have the pleasure every single week to be here with the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. And we have awesome conversations because we have individuals who are looking for success and growth for not only themselves, but also for you. So make sure that every week when you come through Monday through Thursday, not only Thursday for those nuggets, there's also great shows on Monday through Wednesday. However, Thursday is the day where you're going to get fed. And I guarantee that for sure. But I want you guys to stay focused on your growth. Stay focused on your boundaries so you can get closer to your peace. If you're living in disarray right now, see what's in your life that is stopping you from being the best version of you. And until next week, right here on DopelivenTV with the National Radio Hall of Fame inductees, I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who?
In you, baby.
Come on now. That's a word. Y'all. Steve, what you got, bro?
Hey, y'all heard them nuggets. She let it out today. If you was on DoorDash, this was buy one, get one free, 10-piece nugget day. Came with the sweet and sour sauce. Hey, so pay attention. Hey, your circle doesn't have to be huge, but the reach is always far when it's in the right foundation. God is love, love is God.
It is. Laugh, love, live for life, okay? Steve Edwards, founder of Epilepsy Epilepsy Enlightenment. He is going to be at the Rehab Center at Hartsfield Village, February 28th at 2:30 p.m. Anybody that can come, it's in Munster, Indiana. Everybody come out there, support.
Nuggets.
Oh, what you got?
Nuggets falling from the sky, baby. I love the show. Like always, Rachel reminds us that we can do whatever the heck we want to do. The only thing that's stopping us is us. So, and today's show was a perfect example of focus. Again, getting your 1, 2, 3s and ABCs together and making sure you pinpoint what you want to do and focus on how to succeed. Make sure you get some outside help from your circle, so you can keep yourself on the right track as far as what you want to do. And of course, Rachel has her Leadership Academy to help you get there. So all you have to do is get in contact with Rachel, and she'll help you get on that, help you with that focus thing that I was just talking about, and help you get around some people that you need to succeed.
Mo said ABC 1, 2, 3. Get that schoolhouse rock on us, boy. Go ahead.
That is. That's what focus is. The fundamentals, yes, ABCs and 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
right.
Sir. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Jen.
Listen, I'm just been sitting here looking at the panel here and thinking about what it really is. If you take a deep dive, all of us are in a different lane. Each and every one of us on this panel, we're on a different lane, and then we intersect, but we all are on a different lane in what we do. We combine it at times. We always push each other. We always support each other, but there's never any train wrecks, ever. And this is a smooth sailing road that a lot of y'all better get on, because it's going up, 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 up.
We winning. We winning. We winning. I told you, Dope Living is a culture, okay? I've always said that, but we winning. And when I say we winning, it's not being arrogant, okay? It's a fact. I only speak facts, all right? Rachel's winning, Steve's winning, Mo's winning, Gina's winning, Chris is winning. Everybody who's watching is winning because we're taking in knowledge. Every single moment that we're on the show, we're giving something that somebody needs. All right. We don't know everybody that watches the show, but we're giving something that everybody needs, and that's knowledge on how to be a better you. Rachel comes on Thursdays and hits us with the 1-2 punch on how to be a better you, how to strengthen your business and your life. Okay. And Rachel, we love you for that. Okay. And thank you so much for always being there for us. Always. We appreciate you.
Yes, I agree.
Before we get out of here, okay, again, we say this every day, and I don't care who don't like it, we're gonna say it, okay? The Secrets Are the Book is now taking submissions for the books. All right. If you have a book that you think that you've written and you want it put on a different platform, you want it out there, you want people to see it, you want people to read it, submit your book to the Distinguished Authors Guild. They're going to read it. The award show is in November, okay? And again, in November, because November, the days are going by so quick. November be here right around the corner, okay?
Don't you know
November, when you get to the award show, if your book is chosen as a nominee, when you get to that award show, and if you do not win, understand that you have won already for number one, being there, and number two, the network opportunity that you didn't have before, you got it now, all right? The shine that you didn't have before, you got it now. And when we get off the air, Gene, I got to tell you something real quick. We're not going to keep you long, okay? But make sure that you guys do that, okay? Register. It's down there at the bottom. We're going to have it scroll, and we got to, Gina, make sure that's in the crawl thing so that we can make sure that it scrolls throughout the show. Also, right, cool. Man, Relationship Roundtable is coming in March. I'll give you the details next week on when it's going to be. It's going to be live, okay? And before we get out of here, too, man, the D-Star show is coming up next. Man, this is what they're talking about today. If your girlfriend gets approached by another man in front of you, how do you react?
That's a loaded question, y'all.
That all depends on what she says.
And ladies, switch it around, too. If your boyfriend gets approached by another woman in front of you, how do you react? And I think men and women are going to react differently, okay? Me, I'm secure with mine. All right, so
I'm secure with mine. I don't want nobody that don't nobody else want. I mean, you know, you got to have a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's the respect.
And that's why I say it depends on the response. How does my reaction is not till she responds.
Say it with your chest, cuz.
You know, so I'm cool until I see that I did she do, that little I did she know I know she do. Yeah, I may not say nothing, but see,
hold up, baby, that's for me.
I might pop a ear.
It's all about respect. And let's see what the D Stark Show has to say about it. So y'all tune in an hour for the D Stark Show. And that's all we got, okay? It's been a great week. That's it. It's Dope Living TV Live, man. We will see you guys next week. I think we had us a rough week this week, man. You know, Jesse Jackson. And we all been running, okay? We all been running. What you say, Steve?
Can we say that? I don't know how it been, but can we say this since it's this week, last day of the week? The sounds of gospel at Westside High School.
No, don't say that. Nah.
Okay.
All right. Let's get out of here. All right. Don't live in TV Live. We will see you guys Monday. All right. Peace. Have a great weekend.
Whether in the house or outside, you know that we gon' do it. Make a wrong decision, turn around and still get through it. When you say the name, you know it's us and what we doing. So turn it on and let the bass get booming. Hey, yeah. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Yeah. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. Dope Living TV.